Imagine failing not 10 times, not 100 times, not even 1,000 times, but over 5,000 times. Imagine waking up every morning, knowing that yesterday's work fell apart in your hands, and still choosing to begin again. What would make someone keep going? What kind of fire drives a person to continue building when failure becomes a daily companion? This is the story of a man who simply refused to quit. A man who believed that innovation isn't born from genius, it's born from grit. It all began with something ordinary, a vacuum cleaner. A simple device used in millions of homes. It hummed, it sucked in dust, and it did its job until it didn't. Every time its bag filled up, it lost power. Every time it clogged, its performance dropped. And every time, people shrugged and accepted it as normal. But our innovator wasn't satisfied with normal. He didn't see a household tool. He saw a challenge. He saw a problem that everyone had ignored. And he decided he would fix it. He didn't have a big lab, or a team of engineers, or a pile of money waiting to be spent. He had a small workshop, a cluttered table, scraps of plastic and metal, and an idea. An idea so bold that people laughed when he explained it. They said what he wanted to build couldn't be done. They said vacuum cleaners needed bags, that losing suction was unavoidable, that the entire industry had worked the same way for decades for a reason. But he wasn't here to accept the world as it was. He was here to reinvent it. His first prototype was a disaster. Parts rattled. Suction failed. Dust leaked. It looked less like a breakthrough and more like a pile of junk. Most people would have stopped there. But he didn't. The second prototype got a little further, but still broke apart. The third? A tangled mess. The fifth? Better, but still nowhere close. The 10th? The 20th? The 100th? Still no success. Still no breakthrough. Still no applause. Just more failure. More late nights. More questions from friends and family asking whether he should give up and do something more practical. But here's the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Ordinary people stop when they're tired. Extraordinary people stop only when the mission is complete. He believed that every failure carried a lesson. Every broken design revealed something he needed to understand. Every setback was a clue disguised as frustration. And so, prototype after prototype, he kept going 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Most people never attempt anything enough times to discover how strong they really are. But he did. By the time he reached 3,000 attempts, he was exhausted. Funds were drying up, support was fading, the world didn't believe in him, even he wondered if he was chasing an impossible dream. But every morning, as he walked into that workshop, he reminded himself that innovation wasn't a straight line. It was a battlefield where only the persistent survived. Then came prototype number 3,500. It was promising but flawed. Number 4,000, closer but inefficient. Number 4,500, interesting but fragile. And still he continued. Imagine waking up and building something new every day, knowing with almost complete certainty that it would fail. That is not just intelligence. That is resilience. That is obsession. That is faith. And finally, after 5,126 prototypes, something changed. The idea he borrowed from industrial cyclones, a concept used to separate particles without losing power, finally worked in a household machine. It was elegant, efficient, powerful. It didn't need a bag. It didn't lose suction. The impossible became real. But instead of applause, he faced rejection. Company after company turned him down. Manufacturers left. Retailers dismissed him. Investors vanished. They said people wouldn't buy a vacuum without a bag. They said consumers didn't care about suction loss. They said the market didn't need change. But the world often underestimates the power of persistence. So, he did something extraordinary. He built the product himself. He put everything he had at risk. And when it finally launched, customers loved it. Word spread. Sales grew. The industry that once mocked him now scrambled to imitate him. What started as a lonely inventor battling failure in a small workshop became a global revolution in design and engineering. One man's refusal to give up changed everything. But the true lesson here isn't about vacuum cleaners. It's about you. It's about what happens when you commit to a vision so strongly that failure becomes part of your process instead of a reason to stop. Most people dream of success but run from failure. Innovators understand that failure is the price of admission. Every great invention you see today, the smartphone, the airplane, the electric bulb, was built on a mountain of mistakes. And the people behind them became legends not because they were lucky, but because they refused to quit. Persistence beats talent. Curiosity beats comfort. And courage beats fear. When you chase something meaningful, the world will test you. You will face doubt. You will face rejection. You will face days when nothing works and nights when you question everything. But those moments are not signs to stop, they are signs that you are close. Success doesn't show up early. It shows up after you've proven that you're willing to keep going, long after others have quit. So the next time you fail, good, it means you are trying. The next time you hit a wall, good, it means you're getting closer. The next time someone says your idea will never work, good, it means you're thinking beyond their limits. Innovation isn't about instant victories. It's about relentless consistency, about waking up every day and saying, I will try again. And just like the innovator who kept building despite thousands of failures, you have that same potential inside you. You have the ability to turn setbacks into stepping stones. You have the strength to turn rejection into motivation. You have the power to create something the world has never seen if you're willing to keep going. So keep building, keep dreaming, keep failing forward. Your breakthrough may not be prototype number 10 or 100. If this story inspired you today, don't let it end here. Make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs a reminder that persistence pays off, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more powerful stories that fuel determination, spark creativity, and remind you that greatness belongs to those who refuse to quit. Your dream is waiting. Go after it. And never give up.